So cylinder A has a radius of r and a height of h, as shown in the diagram. Okay, so when we're looking at this, we're going to be starting to recognize that this is actually using our standard uh, formula for a cylinder, that the surface area of a cylinder is going to be equal to 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. Okay? Now, cylinder B has a radius of 2r and a height of 2h. How many times greater is this surface area of cylinder B than the surface area of cylinder A? So when we're looking at this, what we're going to do is we're actually going to be doing our normal formula. Surface area is equal to 2 pi, but then our radius is not r. Our radius is going to be 2r. So what we're going to have is 2r squared plus 2 pi, and then again 2r, and then our height is not h, but 2h. Okay, so when we're looking at this, we can go ahead and start trying to simplify this. We're going to see that our surface area is going to be equal to 2 pi. And now when we're doing this, this is going to end up going to both of these things here. So this is going to become 4r squared plus 2 pi, and then 2r and 2h is actually going to become 4rh, right? So when we're looking at this, we can continue simplifying. We're going to end up with the surface area is equal to, and now what I really want to do is compare it against this right here, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be moving what's different, okay? I'm going to see that it's going to be 4, and then I'm going to come back here and see that it's times by 2 pi r squared plus, and then it's going to be 4, and then we're going to see it's going to be times by 2 pi r h. So I didn't change anything between this second line here and this third line here. All I did was I moved the 4 out to be in front here. Okay, now what you should at this point be able to say is, oh, this means that I know what my answer is going to be. Because if I'm comparing this to this, I can see how many times greater it is right off the bat. If we can't see that, well, then we should be able to understand that we can factor out that 4, and we're going to see it's going to become 4, and then we should be able to times that by, and then on the inside, we're going to see it's going to be 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. Okay, so since we were able to then factor out that 4, we can see that the surface area here is going to be equal to 4 times by the original formula, which is what we had. So we should be able to see that it is going to be 4 times greater. Now, a couple other things that we should be aware of. We can kind of think through this problem without a lot of this complicated algebra. If we had only increased one of the dimensions by 2, then our rate, like just doing the 2r, then our volume would have doubled. Okay, but because we did 2 of our dimensions, we multiplied this by 2, and we multiplied this by 2, okay, we did 2 times by 2, which is 4 times of a difference, okay, so it's going to be 4 times greater.